Hello mathematicians, I'm glad you've joined me for math today. Today we're going to practice making what I call run-on equations, which just means equations that are really long and have more than one equal symbol in it. So, to make your run-on equations, you're going to need a piece of paper, a whiteboard to write them down on, as well as another piece of paper to do some thinking on, some extra drawing and thinking on to help you answer your equations. And then you might also need the dominoes that you made earlier in a previous video that have the numeral on one side and the hidden partners or dots, a quantity that matches that numeral, on the other. So those are the materials you need. Let's make our run-on equations. So, run-on equations is going to be really important that we understand this symbol and what it is. What is this symbol called? The equal symbol. And what does the equal symbol mean? It means is. Equals is the same thing as is. That symbol just implies that whatever is on one side of the symbol is the same as whatever is on the other side of the symbol. Whatever that is, whether it's dots, whether it's numerals, whether it's an equation, the things that are on either side of it is the same or are the same as one another, okay? So the way a run-on equation works is we're going to start with a numeral or a number. We're going to start with this one. Let's put 10 on your paper. We're going to do this one kind of together, and then I'll leave you with some at the end to do with your own math brain. So now we have 10 equals, which really just tells our math brains 10 is, and then on this side we have to put something that 10 is. So my job is to think of hidden partners that come together to make 10. And there's lots of different ways that your math brain might do that. You might have that memorized in your brain, and you might know right away. You might want to draw. You might want to use your fingers. Any of those things are fine. So one of the things I know because of my fingers, I know that 10 is 5 plus 5. I know that because of my fingers. I know that 5 and 5 is the same as 10. So I'm going to write 5 plus 5 as one part of my run-on equation. So now I have, you can read it with me, ready, set, read, 10 equals 5 plus 5. And you know what we're going to do that I don't think we've ever practiced before? Is put another equal symbol. And all that will mean is whatever we put on this side will be the same as 5 plus 5 and will be the same as 10. Whatever we put here will still be the same. So that means we need to find new hidden partners or new groups that come together to make 10. And I already used my fingers to help me, and I can't think of another one right in my brain, another hidden partner or combination of 10. So this time I'm going to use my paper, and I'm going to use the strategy of drawing to help me. So I'm going to tilt my screen so you can see. I know that my total needs to be 10, so I'm going to draw 10 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always like to count out loud while I'm doing that. I call it draw one, count one. And then I'm going to look for hidden partners in here. I'm going to start by just circling this group. And how many is that? 1, 2. Okay. And then whatever's left over, I don't know how many it is. I'm going to touch one, count one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So I know that 8 and 2 is the same as 10. And I know that because I drew. I drew 10 lines and made hidden partners. So 8 and 2, or 8 plus 2, is the same as 10. So I'm going to add that equation, 8 plus 2, onto our run-on equation. 8 plus 2. So let's read it now. Ready, set, read. 10 equals 5 plus 5 equals 8 plus 2. And you know what? We could keep going. Another equal symbol down and around. And we could find more hidden partners that make 10 as well. We could do that if we wanted to. You could keep going. Okay? So, and you could draw again or use your fingers or your math brain to just know to help you to come up with other hidden partners. So I'm going to leave that there. For people who want to, you can find more hidden partners that make 10 and continue to add on to your run-on equation. For other friends, we're going to start a new run-on equation. Okay? So I'm going to leave this one here. Friends who want to push to challenge themselves and extend this run-on equation can do so. For everyone else, I'm going to do 3 other run-on equations. So we have, ready, set, read, 1 equals ready, set, read 4 equals, and ready, set, read 7 equals. So your job today is to make run-on equations for 1, 4, and 7, or starting with 1, 4, and 7, coming up with different hidden partners, even more than one hidden partner if you can, to make these run-on equations as long as you can, as long as you want to. And so remember, there's lots of ways you can come up with the hidden partners that make the quantity, or that are the same as the quantity that we start with. You can use your math brain to just know. You can draw. That's always a good strategy. You can use your fingers. And then one other thing you might want to do, like if I can't think of hidden partners that make 4, another strategy I could use is using the dominoes that we made earlier this week and just saying, well, okay, I know whatever is on the back of this is going to be 4. I know it's going to be the same, and seeing what hidden partners I have. So here I see 3 and 1 is the same as 4. So I could add that to my run, start there with my run-on equation of 4 equals 3 plus 1, and use my dominoes to come up with other ideas too. So your assignment today, run on equations for 1, 4, and 7, and if you want to continue the run-on equation for 10.